Yeah, what's up, guys? Been a couple days since I've been on. Just gonna take the set out I had in the first race prep vid. So there, yesterday, or 2 days ago, I tested the gurney flap because we talked about it or messaged me. I read it somewhere. I think it was in a message somewhere. And they said it made the car feel better or more secure. It definitely made it more secure, but also kind of made it push a little bit more, which is something you could tune out. But why I really decided to take it back down is because I couldn't run as fast the lap times as I could with this set, and you know, I would have to drive that set harder while it was more secure. It just wasn't. I was like constantly like 3/10 off with it. So and then I got back in this set and ran another like 59.1 without like even trying to run it. So went back to the set, and I do agree with another comment someone was saying it's a little squirrely out of this hairpin, but that's part of the fun. No, seriously, it's manageable. It's not crazy. I know. I can understand why it gives them issues because you'll probably see it plenty of times in this video. It'll kick loose on me there, and not so much in the hairpin. They said they were having troubles with that 180, and then the hairpin. I really don't have any trouble with it in the hairpin. Right now, it's all about getting back up to pace, which is like a 59.1 basically. And as I start running that, get back up to pace. Yeah, I didn't drive yesterday or play yesterday, so a day off. It's kind of rare for me, but it's good. I mean, I had the whole weekend off, so that's not too bad. I usually like to get on here for a little bit, because I'm addicted. This is Ruff's fault, though. Just too much fault. It's all his fault. Just to be able to get back in the car, and already feels like its car pushes there a little bit. I'm gonna try to do something about that. That's just fun. Can't take away the fun. But the car will be more secure if you throw the gurney flap on it. And you'll feel it even those slower corners right there. I'd recommend if you do put the gurney flap on this setup, test stiffer springs. Test one bump up on the springs once you switch that gurney flap, because it just kind of feels like with all that downforce pushing on the rear end, it just pushes it a little too low. It just causes too much understeer because we're in relation to where it was before. It's too low to induce any kind of understeer. Maybe with stiffer springs, it'll help it sit up and won't let it go down quite as low and help rotation. If it feels a little bit better, but slow pushing, just put another round of springs in it. I just didn't want to start doing that because I'm just faster with this version.
0.27.
I'm about a second right My braking is pretty horrendous right now. I do not have the touch as of right now. If you didn't already notice me going into one, that was pretty ugly. still getting warmed up. I just like to let it kind of be natural and push it too hard. It'll come. And I'm in the public server just to get a little practice racing. Now I've got the good base set down. Allows me to do stuff like that and save it without much effort. Not too fast. Yep, too fast. Suspension might be too soft, so I just don't like the way the front. I think I need a better brake before I talk right now. Because right now my problem is my braking foot doesn't have finesse. I think it's coming back to me. Again, like what I almost did is start making judgments before I've even really, started working on these laps. So you always got to put yourself in check on that one. Let it come to you. Oh yeah, that was like a slingshot. Oh man, I pay good money to feel what that feels like, or see what that feels like. Been working on it. Talking to people all day, I'm done talking. But that would just feel amazing. Like, you're going one direction, and within a second and a half, you're going the other way full throttle. Like, what? That'd be pretty wild. I've never even looked at how fast I'm going through there. Oh god, next lap. I'm trying to wrap that around my head. Sing it back on the freeway. Pulling to 180 and just being able to keep up with traffic and getting instantly.
0.16.
It is my output. Ooh, fast, we're fast, we're fast. Damage control. I'm just not even paying attention to braking points right now, that's my problem. So I'll start doing that. Let's see, we're doing 100, 120, which is ridiculous if you actually think about it. I'm going in the corner, I'm getting down to about 40 miles an hour. Or not, I'm doing 65 again, so. Yeah, trying to think about doing 45 in my car and just flipping away. I can push like a dump truck going to the wall. And just be like, nope. I ain't gonna do it. I mean, even 120 to 40 miles an hour, what, like 2 seconds maybe? It's like a second when that happens. It's pretty wild when you actually start thinking about all this stuff. Alright, enough thinking. More driving. These things are so nice over the
4.
Not that it can't be better. It's fun over the curbs there. A little bit better. Still a little slow. Another tip in the farm about brake bias. I'm going to have to tab out here in a little bit and see exactly what that was again. Something about changing the brake bias. I think I was going more to the rear. Maybe it's more fun. Yeah, too wide. I think it's just so, if you get a right line through that second, well, third gear, just, still way off pace, but I have a feeling it's gonna, something's gonna happen here pretty soon. I'll start clicking. Definitely can't go more. It's already pretty, got a lot of rotation on the entry. There we go. Got more in the ballpark now. I would like it to not be so dramatic when it does make a move. Because what's happening now is if I just get a little bit too much on the brakes, the front end will just dive a little too much. It's just a little too aggressive as far as braking. So first I want to see what, I'm going to go to this forum page real quick, so I'll be right back. Apologize. Forum. Rough track. Suzuka. Why are you not using 43 brake bias? I have found that even with 41.7, car is stable and should brake better. So, what am I using? I don't even know what I'm using. Let's see. Oh, and she's gone. And she's back. Lost the camera for a second. Alright. Brake bias is... Why am I not 43? To the front. Yeah, there's no way I could go less. Because my car would spin out, that's why. I can't believe he actually wants more rear brake bias. Right now I'm just... Alright. I'm tempted to go up. With the springs, I just don't know if I want to go up with the rears and the fronts or just the fronts. I want to do both. Yeah, I'm going to do both. So right height's 4.3, right height's 2.7. We're going to bring that back down to that once this goes up. 2.7. 4.3s. The spring perch again is what allows you to adjust your ride height, so you increase your spring perch to lower your ride height. It's at 4.2 now. It's at 2.7. So because I'm just going to go a little bit lower than it was before, just because I want to make the center of gravity a little lower. And so, ooh, I think we're getting kind of close to a minimum ride height up there. So yeah, we'll just leave it there because now we're a little bit lower. That was like 4.306 before, so I don't remember exactly what that was. It's 2.7 something, but I think we're pretty even to the rake we had, or pretty equal to the rake we had before. So the reason I'm putting in stiffer springs is because when I'm going in that first corner, I'm going to get in the brakes, the front end's diving. So by putting in the stiffer springs, I want to slow down that dive so it's more controllable. If you have real soft springs, your car just and you don't you don't have as much control. It just kind of flops over. But with stiffer springs, it's a much more, you slow the motion down and you can it's more stable, and it allows you to fine-tune your line a little bit more when it's a little bit more stable. You don't want it so stable where it's numb, but at the same point, you don't want it so grippy, you know, that'll turn on a dime, that'll just spin out on you. So you got to find that. That's what I'm trying to do right now, is find that medium. And then I went with the stiffer rear springs because I wanted to keep the same balance that the car had before as much as I can. So that's why I did that. And part of me was thinking just doing the fronts might be a good way to go about it. I'm not really sure without testing that. So right now I'm just hoping for a little bit less pitch, basically forward and aft. It's also going to slow down my roll rate, or you know how many degrees it rolls, the stiffer springs. But it will cause a little bit quicker response to the car. The car will feel a little bit more alive, and the springs will also be pushing off a little bit with a little bit more force than they were before. And I haven't changed any of the damping settings, so the springs are going to have just a little bit more power than the previous damping settings areas. Everything's kind of livened up a little bit. So.
In front of you, keep your eye open.
Really interested to see
how
it does
keep rolling. Keep coming.
Actually, now that I think about it, I like how that feels a lot better through there. That's a good little byproduct right there. Because they're kind of similar sweeping corners. That one has absolutely no camber. Feels like it has negative camber. The other one has camber, but they're both pretty fast corners where I need to be on the brakes, and there's a lot going on with rear to forward weight transfer in those corners. Because they're both not just one straight brake and you're done with the corner. This one up here, I downshift into whatever gear it ends up being. I go from 6th to 5th to 4th. And I have to carry that a little bit and then I have to brake again. So it's not just set brake, 5th, 4th, let it roll, kind of a little hot, so I had to check up. And then I have to brake again just to get it back online here. Next time I'll actually, I mean, I kind of think that already does feel a little bit better. The front is not diving as hard. Gosh dang, camera. Alright, let's see if I can find a more permanent solution here. Fortunately, 3M double-sided tape does have its limits. Alright, just give me 2 seconds. This is the worst tape job you've ever seen in your life, but I killed it with quantity. Sorry about that. Good thing about the internet, you can skip forward, or you can watch me fail, whatever you want to do. That's what the internet's for, skipping forward and watching people fail. Practice. Alright, let's go have some fun. I think we got a good setup right here. That just, man, that had a lot of traction right there. Like something anything should have happened, but what, me just going through a corner kind of normal looking. So I was braking really hard and turning a lot, and it just hooked up. This is the first out of that. Still. Definitely not as much porpoising or undulating movements. Much more, sturdy like a race car should be, I guess. Unfortunately. So sad. I think I need to add an extra gallon to this tank. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna do it just in case. I just have to remember, hopefully. Brandon here's got a good pace, but definitely a little bit quicker now, so just take our time. I'm sure the opportunity will eventually present itself. That's much more stable now because it doesn't quite undulate as much like it did with the softer springs. Just more of a structured feeling to the car now, which is important on flat tracks or even the softer suspension on bumpy tracks to help you deal with all the bumps on the track. This is fun. Tiff's still here.
Left side. Clear, clear.
yeah, it's okay. You just gotta treat practice like it's a race. Just wait for the opportunity. Don't force it. Yeah. Oh, too shallow on entry there. Another nice little byproduct in theory of the stiffer suspension and faster speeds, you're going to have a little bit more grip. And things are going to happen just a little bit quicker because you have that stiffer suspension. We got that air pushing down on that stiffer suspension. With that stiffer suspension create more resistance. It doesn't absorb as much as the energy of the the downforce as it would with the softer suspensions. But the stiffer suspension, which doesn't quite absorb as much of that energy, transfers that energy through the whole suspension to the tires, and the tires absorb a little bit and transfer that to the ground. In theory. So like corners like this, I should have a little bit more grip, and it should feel a little bit more responsive getting into the corner. Not really worried about the times yet, but we'll start worrying about them pretty soon here. Again, way too fast. I feel like it turns better there now. I wanted to give it a couple laps. I mean, it's only the third lap, but didn't want to say anything the first 2 laps. But I do feel like it turns a little bit better on exit throughout the uphill carousel, which is important. Give it some more laps, see how it does, see if it starts pushing here a little bit.
In front of you, in front of you.
It off. Kinda. It's ugly. It's
59.58.
Again, I'm not exactly paying attention to my braking points when I start. So braking into the brown patch. Got to third gear. Braking just timing's so off on it. Back up to fourth. I'll let it go through fourth in a little bit. Just barely tap the brakes, then bring it down to third. Just coasting. Not sure if I'm gonna brake yet. No, don't need to because it's just hooked up. Do I need a brake? No. This will be interesting to see how the front end does with a little bit of air off it. Cool. Thank you very much there, William.
Thank you.
Next corner, brake at that little road coming access road coming out of the track. Brake about meow. Just let it kind of coast. Yeah, my timing's off for this corner right now too. But it feels a lot better than it ever has, that's for sure. Breaking out the 100 board. So I don't know, a lot of this practice is kind of good examples of what happens when you don't focus on what you should be.
59.49.
Kind of because I'm kind of tired right now, but I'm just trying to remember to do the basics right now. Try and get this a little bit smoother through here this time. It's a little bit better. The front end's got a lot better bite now, especially towards the latter part of the corner. It really just helps, keeps turning. Again, no need to even break through that corner. I think I need to drag brakes a little bit. Just check that speed and keep that nice inside line to give this big sweeper coming back across here. Try and get like way as apex as you can. The car did get a little unsettled, get on that curve there, so ideally it looks like you don't want to be on the curb. So before the 50 into fourth, clip the curb. Down to third. There's like a part in the curb. See this red and white curb here, and then it goes from like rubbered in to light, not rubbered in. That's where I'm braking for that little thick rear corner. All the way down to first. A little too fast.
Slow car off to the right.
That feels great. Bottoms out a little bit, but doesn't seem to affect it.
0.01.
I think this is definitely an upgrade. Turn, oh yeah. Yep, this is alright. Car wants to play, that's for sure. Oh boy. Yep. This is definitely personal best. Oh, that'll work.
58.5.
Making progress. What's that? Lap? That was my 5th flying lap. This is the start of the 7th total lap. 6 plus 1 out. don't know, just putting that more spring really livened that front end up. And it might just have a lot to do with the rear being a little bit stiffer too, and shifting it to the front. Front just feels a lot more precise and alive. Ah, too fast, so much rotation. Go for it. Yeah, that was fun. Not the spinning out part, the making progress part. Alright. Definitely save that.
I'll let you buy on the inside here.
See how much time we got left in this server. Might just make a like 20 minutes to make a qualifying set.
Thank you.
Why not? Let's put it all in one video. Let's get crazy. Oh, you know what I almost forgot to do? The only reason I remember is because I was going to make a qualifying set. Save this fuel extra. Put in that extra fuel. Alright, now let's make a qualifying set. 5 gallons. Apply. Look at that. The red eye didn't even change in the rear. And it went up, what, about 1/10 of an inch up front. So we'll get that back down to in the 6s. I think it was like 2.643 or something like that before. So 2.632 looks good to me. Let's get that, so we get that similar rate we had before. We'll experiment with the wing after we start running some base laps here, because I might be able to pull a wing off it because the tires will have so much grip. Or I might just leave it so the car's more secure. So because I'm qualifying in a room with a whole bunch of people that are testing for qualifying, a bunch of people are probably practicing race sets. I'm not expecting them to pull off the way. If I was doing this right, I should be in a testing server. But, so I kind of keep this as seamless as possible and just do this.
Stay right.
Would you let me by? See what kind of improved times I can run with lighter fuel, if at all. I just treat it like I do the race setup and just warm up into it. But that's why I like doing the race setup and then going straight into qualifying. That's why I usually like doing it for the beginning, because you get warmed up with that race, so you can take all the fuel out of it, and then things start feeling really good. You can just keep pushing a little bit further, and you go with the race. So then you get that little boost of confidence, and you see more green, it starts feeling good, and the adrenaline runs. So it's good stuff. In my opinion, it's a good way to start working on qualifying as opposed to just starting off cold, not doing anything that day, and just doing qualifying. So get that feel for the car again, and then take the feel out of it. And do it. A lot of people like to do it the other way, work on the qualifying set first, and then the race set.
You're gonna have a car off to the right.
I'd rather have a good race set than a qualifying set.
Sorry, I was trying to hold on. Really good.
Yeah, pushing. Yeah, daydreaming. Jeez, it's pushing more now. It's doing like what it did before when I had the softer springs in. must have something to do with not having as much fuel over those front
Keep your eye
tires.
open.
Much of that
Don't want the
front
dirt
Ford
coming
car
back
with all
on.
that fuel being in the front.
Stay right. Keep taking, buddy. Just a few more, man.
Oh yeah, I'm just going for it. Alright, well, I kind of want to do something for that front end anyways. Problem is I just totally felt my focus run away from me. Lower the, see if I can lower the front. Yeah, I knew we were getting close to that limit. So, probably run, I'm gonna try a softer spring rate in the front. Now that fuel is not in there. Oh, it's passing now. Alright, there we go. Cool. Open with the stiffer springs in the rear compared to the soft springs in the front, it'll help transfer weight to the front a little bit more. And more importantly than that is keep it over the front a little bit longer. As you get back on the gas, slow down the weight transfer to the rear, because now you have the softer springs in the front that can't, you know, push back the car back up off ground or whatever with as much force as they could with the better springs, or stiffer springs. That feels better. Feels better. Go pretty far out wide there, so that B1X, which is kind of nice. Because it's one, it's fun, and two, it's not really, you're not really gaining or losing much time. It just really helps you enjoy that corner a little bit more. This really helps with the flow of the corner.
Right, coming out of that corner. Car's got great rotation through these corners. This is it's the kind of car you need to really enjoy this track. But definitely making progress. But yeah, you need a car that's nice and nimble like this. I mean, those are some of my favorite corners in all of racing. If I had never put this on a top 5, this is on the top 5 list. No, top 5 list has like 7 tracks. I was definitely on it. It's a great track. I mean, it's basically a test track for Honda, which is really amazing because it has like every single type of corner. Or at least represents one way or another. It's got great flow. It's got elevation changes. It's got corner with camber, corners without camber. Even it has this corner, which I hate, but at the same time, I like it because it's such a challenge. Because when you start getting it right, it feels good. I never feel like I have that corner 100% right. I always feel like I could do something better with that corner. That hurt. Alright, let's go ahead one more run here. See if I can pull myself together here. Got 10 minutes left, plenty of time. Usually you want to put a couple extra pounds in the tires, but it feels so good right now. Can't imagine it feel better, but maybe it does. It's completely stuck there, like, not hard. I mashed the throttle super early. Of course, we're on brand new tires. I'll try this again. No problem racing, but you gotta get in the lane. Yeah. It's on the gas like split second too. Oh, might catch Golf over here. See how this plays out. Nope. Alright, which way is it gonna go? Played out in the sleep. Oh, so it's kind of fun to pretend like this is your only chance to qualify too, so it kind of gets you in that mindset like you got to put together, like I got 6 minutes to pull out together, and you do why I only really like to qualify once a week. Just so whenever I'm qualifying, I know it's something pretty special. There's a lot riding on every second, you know. Yeah, it's got a lot better rotation than what the 50-pound stiffer spring I have in there. There we go. They're woe down. Got it. I won't turn though. I didn't get on 1X up. Just didn't turn. Could have been just a bad line on my part, something like that. So I'm hoping. For the most part, something feels pretty good everywhere else. Can't do that. Rotates through that corner nicely. Better than that.
58.62.
Looked up on the last little second.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's great rotation right there. Like, cause I got on the gas a little bit earlier just to push it out there, and it still brought itself back around. Didn't go off track there, and then I went there too fast, unfortunately. All right, I'm happy with this as a qualifying set. I think I can run a 57 with it if I really dotted all my I's and crossed my T's. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, one day we'll put oil on the track, but not today.
We ready, guys? Keep to the signals. Are we ready? Yes. Bring it.
I don't know what they're gonna do, because you know people are gonna try and, I guess you'll just protest and they'll stop doing it, but you know people are gonna like try and like, you know, put oil all across the track like right there. And just watch people wreck. Then what's like the procedure to get the oil off the track? Do they put down speedy dry? Oh, so many things to figure out. I'm looking forward to speedy dry 2.0 personally. Alright guys, first I'll save my set. You guys gotta remember to save your set. And I'm so lazy, I'm just gonna put a Q. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Got a little, how long did this take me? Under an hour. Got a little, 2 different videos, cool. Alright, see you guys later.